Hello, gorgeous. My name is Jessica Angelari, and I'm an intimacy and a feminine embodiment coach. And I'm here to speak today about opening your heart, really attuning to that love through embodiment practices, and how we can do that through an embodiment practice that I absolutely love. And that one of them is the breast massage. To really open and live from your heart is to really know yourself and to really live from truth. This is the real meaning of intimacy, where when you allow yourself to live and speak and feel from the space of the heart, that's intimacy. That's real connection. That's real self-love. And that's how we also know that we are this living embodiment of love. Love is everything. And this is so needed in this world. And it is, if you have listened to some of my other work, my other trainings, you'll know that I speak a lot about love, because I feel like this is one of our most powerful essences as a woman. So today I want to speak about the breast massage and how this is such a profound and gentle, nourishing embodiment practice to really connect and explore your womanhood and your pleasure and your sensuality as well. Our breasts are they are our overt part of our female body. So this is the portal, your breasts, into embodiment, because it asks us to feel and experience our body in the most nourishing way. But really, so by really pausing and feeling how your body wants to be touched in a sacred practice such as this, an embodiment practice, this allows you to step aside from the preconceived notions of how we should enjoy pleasure or how we should enjoy touch by our lover. So it asks us to bring discernment, no judgment, to what it is that you desire in any particular day or moment. Because the truth is, in every moment and in every day, we will desire to be felt and touched differently. I find it also depends on where you are in your menstrual cycle, how your mood, what you're moving through that day. So doing a practice such as this really allows you to take a moment and explore how you would love to be cared and nourished for and touched as though you were your own lover. And in this way, you become your own lover. How beautiful is that? So it offers us this opportunity to develop a relationship with your body, with your breasts, and what you love, what you desire. Because the thing is, most women have a real complex relationship with their body and their breasts, where we have so many preconceived notions of how we should look. And we have a lot of ideas as well about what is expected of our breasts, and we take on these ideas and it leaves us to feel less than desirable. And then we want to change ourselves. And so that's why this embodiment practice, the breast massage, is so profound, because it really offers us the opportunity to be present with our body, and through presence we allow pleasure, and through pleasure we begin to develop a real nourishing love relationship with ourselves, and we begin to take ownership and agency around our breasts and what we desire as women, rather than it just our breasts being for the pleasures of others. And of course, it does give love and nourishment to our children through breastfeeding, but it does so much more. And we can allow ourselves to come into contact with our breasts in a safe and sacred way, to expand into love and what that means. So it's not only for pleasure as you massage this area, but we're actually coming into this direct contact with all the currents of love and compassion that we can gift ourselves. And something that we don't tend to offer ourselves, especially when we're in this constant movement and doing of life. And the reason for this is because they are the direct portal to our heart, your breasts. It has direct access to your heart. They are the extension of your heart. I mean, how beautiful is that? And that's why this is so powerful and so profound, this practice. And that is why I actually I offer this in my programs, especially my group programs, where we do this in ritual and safety and sacredness. And it really allows us to tap into what is present, what is alive within us in that moment. When we directly connect our heart with our womb as well with this embodiment practice, this is where we really ignite our power as women. We begin to feel the ravishment of life, because life awakens around us and through us, within us. So we awaken to this profound magic within us as we indulge in our senses in a gentle way. And in this, we become more connected to the devotion of love. So when you're doing this every day, even if it's for a couple of minutes, when you wake up, or when you get out of the shower, or when you are in the shower, you begin to habitually live from this space of love. That is the place. I think that is everything. And instead of living constantly from the mind, focusing on all the things that need to get done, I need to do this, ticking off all the checklists, instead, when we do that, we miss out on this resource within us, and then that's what keeps us small or contracted in our body. And when we abandon our love, our hearts, and when we do, we carry this armor around our hearts, and then we begin to move through life like that. We move through in relationships like that, in the dating world like that, making sense of everything. We analyze every little detail, or we don't trust our intuition because we can't hear it. And so we abandon our hearts because we are constantly in the head, right? And the truth lies in our heart, lies in our body. So your heart is this balance. It's a glue from between your upper spiritual realms and your lower centers. Your lower centers, which are connected with your primal energy, this earth connection, your safety, security, your desires, your relationships, your connection. And this is why all of my work is really devoted to that, igniting that and connecting with this, because this is a part of us I feel is so neglected, along with our heart. So our heart is this center point where we meld these two energies together, spirit, along with our primal animal wild body, where our desires are actually birthed. And in this, when we meld them together and we bring love into it, this is how we know ourselves. This is how we begin to express ourselves from that place of love. So yes, the breast massage can be related to sexual experiences, but it doesn't have to be. It can be used with the intention of directly connecting with love and enhancing and expanding into that love and really connecting with the resource that you have within you. This is so important, and it's important that we spend more time here and really truly listening to what is meant for us rather than neglecting, because the truth is we have been hurt and we are holding a lot of heaviness in our hearts. So when you do this practice regularly, like I said, even if it's just for a few minutes, you can, and you simply connect in presence and in slowness with your breath and your touch, the more you will benefit from it. Just like any embodiment practice and feminine rituals, though, you won't see it you won't see results in just after the one time you do it, because the feminine is about the body, the feeling, opening bit by bit. It's a subtle opening, a subtle exploration and revealing. So we need to give ourselves time and permission and patience as well to feel into this, to give ourselves permission to go there. Just a little, even if it's a little bit of time each day. And then you start to open yourself up bit by bit to this sweetest moment, and you crack open to the beauty that is all around, instead of getting stuck always in the pain and the suffering. So with this, we allow ourselves to safely come in and really feel whatever is there, and allow our touch to dissipate the pain with our pleasure. Not get rid of anything, but just with smoothing and allowing it to melt away with our loving touch and blessing, like a kiss or like a hug. So you can use embodiment practices to ease away the pain, so then we don't have to get stuck there. And in this way, we allow our heart to slowly and feel safe to open, because we are blessing it with our touch. We're reminded that our hearts have this capacity to hold safety, to be safe from our own power of sensuality and pleasure. And through this connection of our heart and body, we begin to awaken to this magic. We develop a relationship with our intuition, because that is where we hear all of our truths and answers, along with the connection with your womb. So as you begin to work with this practice, you begin to unwind. You will begin to unwind stickiness and old patterns and trauma that are stored in the body and in the heart. And when you do this beautiful practice, you create space to listen, and you allow for this flow, for you to experience where you are, who you are right in this moment, without bypassing, because you feel safe to do that. You know you have your love to do that. And the other thing is, we connect deeper with the intimacy of our heart. We allow our heart to speak to us and through us. This is where our intuition happens. So we have access to that when we are in communion with that part of us, when we allow this. So as you do this beautiful breast massage and even other embodiment practices, your intuition becomes louder. Your intuition is the place inside of you, the message from your soul. It's a knowing, and here to always speak to you. The thing is, because we have a lot coming at us in our modern world, as a coping mechanism, our bodies go numb, we close up, and that's just how we try and manage and move through this overactive life. So an embodiment practice like this really orientates us more to sensitivity, so then we can become aware of the pieces of information that are coming at us, and knowing what's ours, what's not ours. We become aware, and that's so important as well. And then we move through them, even the difficult, challenging things like guilt or doubt, with grace. And you listen more to what is meant for you. Because our body speaks truth to us through your sensations. And if you listen close enough, you will begin to understand and hear your body's signals, and what is making you feel fear, or what is making you feel tight or restricted, and where you feel safe or not, or where you need to place maybe better boundaries, where you're not honoring yourself. So our body speaks to us in different ways. So as we do this breast massage, we begin to open, so we don't close up and live from that closed space. We begin to practice cultivating relaxation and softness in the body, and softness of the nervous system, which is needed. So then we can allow ourselves to expand and allow what is meant for us, what is meant for our soul, to come to be received with open arms. We can only receive what's meant for us at soul level when we are softened. And that's why we can do these practices, to create space for yourself and cultivate that softness. Because this culture doesn't support our softness. It just doesn't. We focus on the doing all the time. But we can choose to create space in our daily life. No matter how busy we are, we will always have time, even if it's 5 minutes, to invite in pleasure practices. But you don't have to do it alone, of course. And then in this way, we make this softness in our life becomes our way of living. And we make a habit to invite in experiences in our life. We open up more to what feels good, and from this space as well, in that what feels good and what feels, when we allow ourselves to soften and listen and connect, we hear our intuition even louder. So this is an opportunity to move through life from the space of love. This is what practices like the breast massage can do for us, to help us connect with our heart and not be withheld from this love energy from yourself. Your love is what nourishes your relationships. So it's important for us to know when we are withholding from love, and we all do it because, we're scared, or we don't want to feel pain or hurt again from to repeat patterns. But when we're closing our heart, we are not allowing what is meant for us. And the more you open your heart, the more you also know what is meant for you and what feels like a yes for you. And of course, you don't have to do all these things alone. So we can choose. We always have a choice. We always have agency to know when it is time for us to close, when it is time for us to open, if we want to allow pleasure into our life, or if we're not. We have to be aware of these things when we are contracting. And remember, self-love doesn't mean having a bubble bath like we're all taught. This is about bringing the love energy in. Self-love is true self-acceptance and ravishment and awareness and connection, having this direct experience with whatever you're feeling in this moment. There is no good or bad. It's knowing and having this awareness when you're closing and restricting your body, withholding from love or withholding from love from others as well. And then where you can come into the space within yourself to know you're safe, to open a little more. You have a choice to choose how you want to move in life. You have a choice in how you want to move through difficult situations with grace and fluency, and to be able to move back and forth between the two energies of boundaries and love. And the real juice, your real direct connection to love is right here in your body. This is true self-love. And I'm here to, we're here to continue energizing and remembering and relearning what that feels like through your loving connection. Okay, thank you so much. And if you want to discover more about how you can really become the embodiment of love and attune and open to your own source of love through embodiment practices such as a breast massage, check out my 10-week group immersion program, Feminine Remembrance, Come Home to Yourself. And that's exactly what we do. We remember the true feminine, beautiful essence of you, so you just thrive in this world. That's what I want for every woman. All right, I'll leave you there. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm sending my love, my passion, my blessings to you. My name is Jessica Angeleri. Thank you.